Hello, everyone, and welcome to your messages of love from the ancestors. These messages are intended to support you in any now moment that you are receiving and connecting with them, because messages from Spirit are timeless and eternal. So let's just take a few moments to connect through our heart space and just welcome in the loving presence of our ancestors, Mother, Father, God, Creator, Source. And I ask that I am a clear and pure channel to bring through timeless messages from the divine. And so at the beginning of this video, the screenshot will be your three options: left, center, and right. And I'm working with a few decks. I don't even actually recall which decks I'm working with. I'll see as I get into them. So just taking a few deep breaths. Wonderful. So if you don't know me, my name is Lyle. This is my channel here on YouTube. If you haven't yet taken a moment to subscribe, do that now. It's a quick way to support content creators, and in this case, it's a great way to support myself and this channel and its ability to reach soul family that it is meant to reach. So just hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell. And thank you for your support. To all those who are new, welcome. To those who have been hanging around, chumming around with me for years, thank you for your continued support. I truly do appreciate your presence in my life and on this space. And for those who would like to donate, and those who do, thank you for allowing me to continue to do the work that I do. There is a donate banner in the button here on YouTube, and thank you for all those who take a moment to donate. Buy me a coffee or a tea. So this is what your choices will look like. So let's see what I'm working with. I'm working with the Earth Magic deck, the Native Heart Oracle, and the Native Spirit Oracle to bring through messages of love and support from your ancestors. So we're going to get right into it. For those of you who were guided to the left card, here are your cards. I'm going to just reveal them all. Childhood and innocence, offerings, and the Goddess Butterfly, number 27. So what I'm feeling right here for those of you that were guided to the left card, you are in the process at this time of a beautiful transformation. Although you may not be seeing or feeling the beauty at this time, in fact, it feels like you're feeling quite uncomfortable and restricted, rather confined, and yet I'm being guided to say that there is a process that's happening that is a return to your innocence. So there is this real call right now for you to honor and nurture your inner child, to honor and nurture the purity of your heart, and that it takes a lot of courage to do that, because we live in a world that really has us looking outside of ourselves for source, has us looking outside of ourselves for answers. We are rushed through our childhood and formative years so that we can get out there into the workforce and become a contributing member of society. And in my opinion, that is a true disservice to the divine child within each of us. And so for you at this time, it feels like you're being guided to trust your process, first of all, because you're wrapping up a cycle, and it feels like you're wrapping up a karmic cycle that has had you living outside of yourself, and now the call is to go deeper inside and to be transformed through your experiences to this point. And there is this energy of divine truth that is overseeing this transformation that you're in. And so I do feel massive amounts of shifting through your heart and your throat chakra. And the energy that is supporting you from the ancestors is this beautiful energy of unconditional love, absolute unconditional love and adoration. There is a need for you at this time to create ceremonies that really honor your divinity. It's like a devotional practice is what I'm hearing. So whether it's, sitting in nature for a few minutes during the day, putting down some tobacco, burning some sage, perhaps some cedar, whatever you're guided to do, just trust your process and know that it's a really powerful practice to make offerings to Mother Earth, to make offerings to the ancestor, to make offerings to the source within ourselves. And this practice really supports the reestablishing our connection to our innate divinity. Because by nature, humans are spiritual, and we have come to this, to Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, to have a human experience to transcend the experience of being human and to return to our natural state of divine royalty. Divine glory, I keep hearing for you. So what I'm hearing is that the sun is shining upon you, and even though you may feel like you are in the midst of the storm, there is light coming in, and in fact it is within you, and it's seeking to be born, to shine externally. I do feel like you would benefit from working with the energy of either a medicine wheel, so creating a medicine wheel for yourself outside. You can use whatever you like, stones or flowers, whatever. You can just draw a wheel on the earth and sit within that. I do feel that there's something to be said for you sitting within the circle and allowing yourself to be nurtured. It's almost like allowing yourself to nurture your inner child, because there may have been some trauma in your childhood experience. You may have, a loss of innocence in that time, depending on the home situation, what was going on in the home. It just feels like, it's almost like you feel like, your childhood, you didn't have the experience that you wished you would have had. And now is an opportunity for you to create an environment where you can have those experiences that you wish you would have had as a child. And you can do that for yourself. It's like the merging of the Trinity within, the Divine Mother, the Divine Father, and the Divine Child, and allowing the stable and solid and protective Divine Masculine, and the nurturing and healing energy of the Divine Mother to come in and nurture your inner child, because there is healing that is going on within this circle, a healing, and it almost feels like you're being asked to face your own truth. And this can be sometimes difficult, right? To face the shadow. We don't want to, so we forms of self-abuse take over, or forms of coping mechanisms pop in, and it's really just a way for us not to have to face what our experience was. I do feel like there is a feeling to reestablishing your connection to the earth, reestablishing your connection to the earth, running barefoot. I'm seeing and feeling like cartwheels, like running, skipping for joy, delighting at the butterflies and the dragonflies and, the birds and the bees and all that you see, and really just emptying yourself of this idea of the loss of dreams or the loss of an experience, because you're here, you're connecting with these messages, and you are still here to meant to experience the abundance of joy in living in human form. And so the final message they want to bring for you is this one, letting go. So it does feel that there is a need for you to let go of some of the pain that you've been holding on to let go of some of the programming and the conditioning that has been a part of your experience for this lifetime. Really let go and settle into the flow of the grown-up version of you who is being asked to really honor the childhood version of you, and that it's just play. It feels like there's a call for you to experience more joy in your life, and it does feel like an incredibly healing time. And your ancestors are all they're showing me a circle around you. They're supporting this healing, and they're supporting your healing through your connection to Mother Earth. Getting out there by the stream or the pond, getting out there and feeling the sun shining on your face, getting out there and placing your hands upon a tree, really reestablishing your connection to the truth of who you are, your essence, which is you are all things, and you are within all things, and all things are within you. So this message here is, today I leave my fears in the hands of God and regain my inner peace. I know that God is within me and everywhere around me, sending me what is most beneficial for my soul. I am never alone. God sends his angels to help me face each difficulty. I am without fear. I know the best is yet to come. That's really beautiful. I'm hearing, seek and you shall receive. Don't ever for a moment doubt that there are not legions of light that surround you, encourage and support you on this journey through life. And they only want what is absolute of the highest possible outcome for you to manifest. And they are just, what I'm hearing is, it's time to honor and accept, acknowledge your truth. And that supports the breakthrough out of the cocoon or the chrysalis. Okay, and you are going to emerge, and you are going to shine brighter. You are going to look brighter and more radiant than before, because of your ability to allow yourself to go through and honor the process, which is unique to you. You do have help. Ask for help. Seek and you shall receive. Ask and it shall be given. And don't forget, at the end of each and every day, express your gratitude for another day of living. So, left side there, left pile, I hope that those messages resonate with and support you in this now moment. I trust that they do. Leave a comment down below and let me know how your messages felt. And thank you so much for shining here in my life. Okay, center. So I'm just looking at them all. Oh, these are beautiful. Of course they are. So first you received Milky Way perspective. Then you've got this vision quest. And finally you've got the dream shield, number 8. First of all, what I'm feeling is I'm feeling an abundance. I feel that you have recently or are going to be experiencing, it's almost like a complete flip. 180 degrees is what they're saying. 180-degree flip in the way that you used to view things compared to how you view things in life now, and even your experience. And if you don't have a meditation practice or a spiritual practice at this time, I am feeling really guided to encourage you to start one, and to make it completely unique. You don't have to follow any textbooks. In fact, I don't know if there are textbooks or guidebooks for such a thing. Our spiritual journey is as unique and varied as we are. So there is no right or wrong way. Allow yourself to trust yourself enough to implement practices that support you. And I do feel that there is, and it can even be stargazing is what they're saying to me. I'm looking at my zero gravity chair outside, and they're saying like even stargazing and looking up, even laying flat on the earth and looking up at the sky, whether daytime or nighttime, and just really breathing in all that support and really feeling how supported you are, whether you're laying on the earth looking up at the sky or whether you're standing on the earth, whatever. Just feel. They're asking me to encourage you to welcome in all the support that is here for you, because I do feel like the dream time is an important time for you, and I feel like you are at this point where you're being called. And it's 3:44 as I'm saying this now, which is an 11. When you add that up, it's like you are being called onto your master path. You are being called to remember your vision and perhaps reconfigure your vision. What did you come here to do? Why are you incarnate on planet Earth, Mother Gaia, at this time? Because it's time for you to take the steps I'm hearing to bring your dream, bring your vision to life. And this may require and when I'm feeling this card, I am feeling this real introspection, inner standing, inner journeying, so that you can get clear without the distractions and the outside noise that are saying, oh, here, look over here, this is what you should be doing, oh, hey, look over here. No, stay right where you are, get quiet, get still, and listen to your heart. Because there is, and you know it, is what they're saying to me, is that you know it. You came here for great purpose, and there's beautiful work that you came here to do. And now is a time to get clear on your vision and the steps that are required to birth it to life, birth your dreams to life. And then this dream shield, and when I connected with this card, I don't know if that's an eagle or a hawk. I felt eagle immediately, so I am connecting with eagle medicine, and I actually had a really beautiful flyby of an eagle less than a week ago, and it was just the most beautiful experience of my life, and it was really so much confirmation on so many levels. And eagle is often, many traditions believe that eagle is the bird that takes our prayers direct to source, delivers our prayers direct to God. Eagle is very powerful medicine, and I feel it is incredibly divinely masculine. And I know there's female eagles. For me, I feel it as a strong and powerful masculine energy that is solid and steady and not afraid to get wet within the storm, not afraid to have his feathers ruffled. The eagle is the only bird who, when a storm is approaching, doesn't fly away and hide. They, in fact, fly into the storm. And so this speaks volumes about you as well and your ability to navigate storms, navigate the weather. And if you feel like you've been really driven from external forces, now is the time you're being called to hone in and to really sit within your own medicine, which is incredibly powerful. With this dream shield here, I'm feeling that you are receiving messages in the dream time. So you are having visions, visitations. They're saying to me, receiving pieces of the puzzle. And that's for you to put together. They're not going to do everything for us, right? But it does feel like you are receiving support in the dream time. And so it may be wise for you at this time to have on your bedside table, or, you know, because we tend to lose our dreams as we get into our day. If we're vivid dreamers, we tend to remember immediately when we wake up. And so that's why I'm saying on your nightside table would be great to have a dream journal, just to jot down what you remember upon waking. You don't have to like analyze it or anything like that. Just jot it down, because I am hearing that there are clues in there for you. And they're saying to me, you know what to do. And you know what to do. And it is about this flip. It is, and many of us who are here in service to Source, God, highest light, and here in service to humanity, are here to flip the script, the narrative, because the external narrative through all, I want to say, religion, governments, education, like education facilities, so school, all of that, we have been fed a bunch of lies. We've been fed a bunch of lies. And you know, those of us in the know we have. And so we're here to flip that on its head, because we really do. The Earth has been within this inverted, I don't even want to call it a reality, this inverted system for generations, a couple, 2,000 years or more, like a lot more. And we're here, for this massive change, this massive wave of change across the planet that is here to uplift humanity, restore integrity, restore balance, and peaceful harmonics on this planetary realm. So believe in your dreams. This number here is an 8. This is as much as it's a message from your ancestors, it is your eternal soul that wants to speak through you, that wants to be the guiding voice that you listen to. And so it's really, what you do here and now. If we're lucky in human form, we get 90 years, right? I'm going for 111. That would be nice. I like that. If we're lucky, though, a lot of people consider themselves lucky to have 70 years of life. Every day is a blessing. And yet, what's the bigger picture of that is that our human life is just a small wrinkle in time, a small moment in time, a blink of an eye. In the bigger scope of things, this perspective of being an eternal soul. So everything you do here matters, is in service, not just to humanity and the collective in the here and now, future generations as well, also for the evolutionary spiral of your eternal soul. So it's really important for us to get busy living the life that we know that we're here to live, giving in ways that we know we are meant to give, and trusting the process, and trusting in the support. So this is a really interesting final message for you all to receive here. It's the never alone. And, I'm really feeling this is like the imagery here. It's like your higher self is right there speaking to you through your heart. And are you clear enough? Are you quiet enough? Are you courageous enough to trust the voice you hear within, not within your head? Because those are usually just it's the programming, it's the deception program. This is the true wise one within human form. It's the heart as the compass, as the guide, as the voice that it intended always to guide you through this lifetime. So it says here on this card, regardless of the darkness around me, I maintain my bond with God and the angels. This is the inner strength that allows me to go on. I have faith that all things will fall into divine order for my greatest benefit. I ask the universe for its guidance and always receive its help and protection. The sun will rise and shine for me. And you are the living sun. You are the living Christ. Remember who you are. Imagine, I have this vision. It comes from a deck. I'm not sure which deck, but just looking at this card, I have this vision of you sitting up here at the highest point on this mountain range, sitting up here at the highest point, communing with the eagle, communing directly with Source, communing perhaps with your galactic family. I mean, it's really, your potential is unlimited. Dreams are meant to come true, and if you have a dream and you've had a vision that you have held with you for a long time, and it is in support of humanity and raising the vibration and manifesting, being the seed of manifestation for heaven on earth, you have all the tools to make that happen. And your ancestors are encouraging you, and they really want you to know, yes, dreams do come true. You are a product of their dreams and wishes and hopes, and they are supporting you and encouraging you to bring your dreams of, I'm hearing like a pristine earth, a pristine world where all know that they are branches of the same tree, roots. The root systems of all the trees work together to support one another. And this is what is happening for you. I feel like you're waking up and remembering that you had a dream and that you have beautiful work to do. So go on and do it. I trust that these messages resonated with you and support you in any now moment you're receiving them. Drop a comment down below and let me know how your messages felt. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for shining your love light in my life. It's truly a blessing. And so for those of you who were guided to the right pile, oh my gosh, they're also like, it's just, all of these messages have been really beautiful today. And first and foremost, I'm connecting with this message of love and compassion. And for those of you who were guided to this pile, I feel really guided to say it's an important time for you to practice gentleness with yourself. For some of you, I feel like something that has recently ended or is coming to an end. You may have lost a loved one. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could be, a family member, a parent, a friend, a sibling. And it's almost like I'm feeling like you feel there's something you should have done or could have done different, or something you should have said. And I'm hearing no. Everything is known. So see, when we cross from our physical and return to spirit, all we have a much broader perspective and understanding in the spirit realm than we actually do in physical form. And so your loved one wants you to know that there was nothing left unsaid. There was nothing that could have been done or should have been done different. They really want you to understand that when we are born, we have an expiry date that's already written out there in the stars, in the Akashic records, however you want to view that. It's already, the expiry date is already there, just like the milk, right? The milk, but it's not quite like that, except that you have a start date. I had a start date as Lisa Lyle, and somewhere even at the start date of Lisa Lyle, there was already an expiry date of Lisa Lyle. And Lisa Lyle's job in between that is to live her best life. Of course, we go through all kinds of things, and truly we're all here to return to the love that we are. We're all here to transcend our perceived negative experiences, and we're all here. We do experience pain in this planetary realm. And I'm no stranger to that experience. My, beautiful mere soul partner, eternal beloved, suddenly, transitioned 12/21 in 2018. And he was like here that morning. And by lunch, he was not here in physical form. He's still very present. In fact, he supports all of what I do. And, really, so what I'm wanting really to say is that be gentle with yourself. There's nothing left to say. Your loved ones, they know everything more than they knew in human form. And so it's important for you. I do feel that there's a lot of healing being offered to you at this time. And I'm hearing be compassionate enough to receive it. Be willing enough to receive. Take yourself, they're saying to me, take yourself out of purgatory. Because the next card you got is the Spirit of Air. And this is a beautiful thing. The air that we breathe. We all breathe the same air, right? Which really connects us. Spirit is this air energy, which we're breathing in all the time. I do feel like, your loved ones and ancestors in spirit who you never met before are just surrounding you. And they really want you to, I'm hearing, awaken to the magic that's present in your life each and every day. To embrace your connection with your loved ones in spirit, even though they're not here and you can reach out and you can touch them and hug them. They are with you. They are with you in each breath that you take, each step that you take, each heartbeat. And so really, I do feel like there's a lot of angelic and ancestral support around you, just like loving you up. Because then you get this crown chakra card. And so it feels right now that there's a bit of a block here. So you're not quite connecting, like your crown chakra is closed off. And you may be getting like headaches, like I'm feeling a bit of tension right now from my eyebrows up in my head. So it feels like some of you are really blocked up through that crown chakra. And so you feel so disconnected from source, from your angels, from your guides, from your loved ones, your ancestors. You're feeling blocked from all of it. So what they're asking me is to get you to go outside in your bare feet and connect with the earth. And I want you to imagine breathing in through the top of your head, although you're not, but you're imagining. Breathing in through the top of your head, moving that breath as deep as you can get it into your body. Exhale, releasing it through your root chakra and the soles of your feet to open up that crown chakra. They're also asking me to just do a little bit of sound a sound bath for you right now. So I just want you to take a few deep breaths. And this is a number 35, so it's an 8. So this is your higher self really wanting to connect with you. And for whatever reason, you seem to be blocked, and it almost feels like that you are within this pain loop. And you're not, I'm hearing you're not really treating yourself in the most loving ways. Self-care doesn't even come into many of your days. And there is a call for you to make yourself a priority. So taking a few deep breaths here. Good. So as soon as you can, after receiving these messages, I would encourage you to get outside and just get those soles of your feet on the earth and just taking some deep and nourishing breaths. The biggest message I'm getting for you here is that this is a return to love, self-compassion, self-care, self-love, because it feels like you've been within the energy of self-isolation, self-despair, self-harm. And that doesn't mean that, you're cutting yourself or anything like this. It can be behaviors, addiction, you know, yeah, they're mostly having me stop there in the addiction energy. So addiction doesn't just have to mean that you're fall down drunk or alcoholic, or that you're, a junkie who's looking for their next fix. Um, it can be thought patterns. It can be, you know, behaviors like what you're eating, and like whether it's binge eating, crapola, or whatever. I just feel that there's like a real imbalance in how you care for yourself. It's almost like on a level, they're saying it's almost like you've given up on yourself, you've given up on love, you've given up on life, and it's almost like I'm hearing, what's the point? Well, the point is that you came here as a divine human to overcome and break free from all of those situations and experiences that were meant to break you, right? You're still here, you're still breathing, you're still loving, maybe, and you are still loved, and you are still supported. And the final message that comes for you is hope. There is always hope. And I always I broke it down, helping other people every day, right? And sometimes we have to get out of this self-service. I mean, self-service is important. Self-care is important. It's actually the most important. And yet oftentimes it's just, if we help another, it often helps us to help ourselves, right? So sacred service comes in many forms. And sometimes people have a difficult time, particularly those who are givers, who are helpers, who are healers. It's busy, busy, busy helping other people. And yet until we actually fill our own cup and nourish us, we're not going to be able to sustain that level of service for a very long time. And so I really feel like in order for you to shine, you have to breathe life back into your life. You know, remove all masks, remove all, because they're taking me back to the Spirit of Air card. Get back to living, get back to breathing, breathing deep. Allow your breath to move through your heart, to activate things and opening up to, open yourself up to the love in the etheric realms that support you here. Open yourself up to the love in the natural world that supports you. So your message here is, I cease to doubt my true nature. I no longer turn my thoughts towards the dark and negative parts inside of me, the world of fear. I welcome life and hold on to my faith in God and God's love. I enter into the great school of life, steady in the face of all situations, because regardless of the darkness and fear, I know the light will return. There will always be infinite possibilities ahead for me. And there are. You just have to believe in the goodness that you are. You have to believe in the wisdom of your beautiful heart and go forward, loving yourself, warts and all, which is the most beautiful gift you can give yourself, is the energy of unconditional love. So, my beautiful friends, I trust this message supported you and resonated with you and helped you feel how loved you are. I'm sending you wave upon wave of love, light, respect, and gratitude. Please drop a comment down below and let me know how your message felt. Give me a thumbs up, and don't forget, take a moment to subscribe to this channel. I see you, I feel you, and I love you all. Thank you so much for your love and support. It's truly a blessing in my life. Until next time, take good care of yourself.